Hi, I'm Bruce Phillips from the Planetary Boundaries Science Lab. Have you ever seen anything online about climate change and weren't sure if it was correct or not? Well, in that case, this video is for you.
I'm Stefan Rahmstorf. I'm a physicist and physical oceanographer by training, and I am head of the Earth System Analysis Department at the Potsdam Institute for Climate Impact Research.
So some climate myths can cherry pick what is actually accurate information, but it's what they've left out that is the important part. An example of this would be nature emits more carbon dioxide than humans. Can you explain where this comes from?
That is actually a standard fallacy that has been promoted already decades ago by the company Exxon in editorials in major US newspapers. Nature turns over a lot of carbon dioxide because all the plants via photosynthesis are taking CO2 out of the air and using the carbon to build biomass. And then when this breaks down again, when the leaves have fallen to the ground and are rotting, etc., that carbon dioxide goes back into the atmosphere. But it's only CO2 that has been taken out of the atmosphere first and then going back into it, and that is a zero-sum game. It's just a turnover, and that's why the CO2 concentration in the atmosphere has been stable for 10,000 years before it started to dramatically increase by half, more than half by now, from the human emissions. It's because we are actually taking carbon, digging it up from the Earth crust in form of oil and coal and fossil gas, and adding to the system. And so if anybody says the emissions from nature are bigger than what humans are doing, they are confusing the turnover of a company with the net profit of a company. That is a pretty stupid thing to do.
So the key part then was that nature takes in its own emissions again.
Nature actually, because we are now adding a lot of extra carbon to the atmosphere, has become a net absorber of CO2, and about 25% of our emissions are going into the oceans, 25% are taken up by forests, and only about half of what we have emitted since the industrialization has stayed in the atmosphere. So the natural Earth system helps us by absorbing carbon. But it is not going to continue that forever, because that is mainly kind of surface systems, and the surface ocean, for example, saturates with carbon in a matter of decades, and also the uptake by forests will decline when the forests are coming under too much climate stress, by drought, by going up in flames. And so we cannot count on this amount of CO2 taken up by nature forever. So an increasing amount, an increasing fraction of what we are putting into the atmosphere will actually stay there, some of it for hundreds of thousands of years.
If you come across any more climate myths, maybe online or perhaps from an uncle, make sure to leave a comment below, and we can make some more videos in the future. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the Planetary Boundaries Science channel.